Hello, welcome back. This is me, Bossy, with another message for you guys. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day and that your day is going great. When you recognize, when you pay attention to what is going on in your present and recognize what is going on around you, there are things that are happening right before your eyes. You have to be observant. You have to see what is going on. You cannot pretend like you do not see what's going on in your life. You keep letting things slide. You keep letting things happen. You have now let go because you see the reality. You see the real. You see what is happening right before your eyes. You see the trickery. You see the faking because you're no longer blinded. You have to take those blindfolds off in order for you to see what is happening in your presence. Do not ignore it. You will realize, once you start seeing, you will realize that you do not need them. You will realize that you are going to do better without them. Keep not saying anything about it. You keep acting like you do not see what is happening right before your eyes. You have to pay attention. You have to watch. You have to listen. You have to pray. You don't need those toxic people and those relationships in your life. All they do is keep setting you back. All they keep doing is putting you in a place where you don't want to be. It keeps putting you in an uncomfortable position, in an uncomfortable spot. You don't want to be there. You just have to let it go. It is what it is, and we have to realize that it's not going to change. We have to make the decision to want to do something better so that we can make the change to better our lives and position ourselves. People come in with their motives, they come in with their expectations, they come in with all kind of things that you are unaware of. You have no idea what it is that is on somebody's mind. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know what they're going to do next. What you thought it was is not what it is. What you was thinking they were about is not what they're about. You don't know the true them. You don't know the real them. Once you take the blindfolds off, walk in a direction where you can see. Sometimes we sit in our situation and we don't get a clear vision of what is going on. You stay and you put up with the mess. It was good for you, but it took some time for you to actually see their real motive, to actually see what they were really up to. It made you tired. It pulled you down. You never felt appreciated and you were just taken advantage of, but you have to be aware. Be aware of what people true intentions are. They will come and they will do things that you never expected them to do. And all in your face and laughing like they, buddies with you. When they were plotting against you. They were plotting against you. They thought you was going to stay asleep. They didn't know that you was going to wake up. Because when you can't see, your eyes is closed. But once you open your eyes, you are woke. They expect you to stay asleep so that they can walk all over you and they can cross you in the wrong way. Little did they know you was no longer allowing their toxicity and negative influence interfere with your life and what you have going on for you. They didn't know. They didn't expect you to see what was going on. They didn't expect you to catch on to what their games was and play the game with them. They wanted to continue to play the game against you. But God said, if he is for you, who can be against you? There is nobody in this world that can play you or fool you when you got God on your side. Sometimes you have to go through the fire to come out on the other side. The only way to come out on the other side is for you to go through the fire. When you've gone through the fire because God got you, you will not come out smelling like smoke. You won't even look like what you've been through. You don't look like what you've been through right now. You've been through so much hell. You've been through so much drama. You've been through so much chaos. But you don't look like none of what you went through. That is because Even when they were trying to be against you, God was protecting you. God was keeping you from the hand of the enemy. He had you covered by his blood. He had his angels protecting you. Because he already knew what the enemy come to do. He already knew what they were going to do before they were going to do it. He knew the plans of the enemy. Thank God for protection. Thank God. It says in Isaiah 43:2, when you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. It can't even touch you. It can't even get near you. When you come out on the other side, nobody will be able to tell what you went through. Nobody will ever know your story unless you told them. Nobody will ever know the suffering and the pain and the heartache and the trauma and the drama that you went through, because you won't look like it. And they won't even be able to tell that you went through that breakup. They won't be able to tell that you were rejected. They won't be able to tell that you was in that abusive relationship. They won't be able to tell that you just lost your job and lost everything that you ever had. They won't be able to tell that you just buried your child. They won't be able to tell, because when you come out on the other side, you won't look like what you've been through, and you won't smell like smoke. It was 3 men who went through the fire. In Daniel 3:27, it says, the men came out of the fire and are unharmed, neither burned, sign, nor smelling like smoke were on them. That was Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They did not come out smelling like smoke. They had to go through the fiery fire. And that is what we have to go through. We have to go through the fire sometimes to come out on the other side, so we can come out a winner. We come out a champion. We come out untouched, untouchable. That is what we are. We are untouchable. The devil tried, but he could not win. The devil comes, but he cannot touch. God has a covering over you, and you are protected, so you don't have to worry about when people come with their plots and their plans, trying to tear you down and destroy you and keep you from going where you are supposed to be going. No. When you never do what others want you to do, and you walk away and you never come back, they are lost. They have no clue what just happened. When you walk away from people who tried you, people who thought you was this little, thought you was boo-boo, foo-foo the clown, that you would never understand what they were doing. When you left, it was for your good, because you're going in a different direction. You're going to places that they cannot go. So it had to happen the way that it happened. Do not feel sorry. Do not feel less than. Do not feel like you did something wrong. No, you did what was right. You did what was good for you, your future, and your family. Know this: we don't live under the opinions of what people think or what they say about us. We live only to think about what God think about us. That is what we live for. Until next time.